Hi, John here. Okay, today this is the answer to kind of a question that one of you sent in. The question was when I give you my videos and sometimes I breathe, they wanted to know more about the breathing and why I do it and what's it there for. Well, let me share this with you because this is really an important part of my life. And there's certainly something that's true here. Life is in the blood. There's no doubt about that. But power, real power, is in the breath. You see, the human body is an amazing thing, and we just now learning about its capabilities. And the human molecular cellular us is also connected to our thinking and much higher. And when you think about dreaming and imagination and wonder and where it takes you when you think about it, I mean, it's a nice, quiet, wonderful place, especially when we're thinking good thoughts about what we want or what could be, all the good things that could be. And that is enough proof right there to let you know that even every one of us had this little space that we find. And it's really important that we can spend more time in a place like that because it's so quiet and it's thoughtful and it's deep and it's nice. So, what I do is when I go into my meditations in the morning, um, I find a spot of connection. I'm not looking so much for something as I am trying to find a place and a feeling. So, for those of you who have never really thought about meditating or you thought it was a little bit, sissified or didn't work, you're missing so much. And if you've never tried it before and you're contemplating it right now, great. Now, for those of you who are more sophisticated in this and you've been, meditating for a long time, I'm going to ask you to kind of just forget about that for a while and with no mantras and with no questions and with no real agenda to find a space that is a connective space to the nothing of everything. I know that sounds funny, but when you read some of the ancient writings, we're told in many places that if we even try to put a name on God, for example, no matter what name that might be, it's restricting. It encompasses something that can never be encompassed. We're talking about the very breath and essence of life, the source of all things, and we don't even know what all those things are. So to try and say what it is in something as menial as third D language is really difficult. We do our best because we have to talk to one another, but when we're in our own space, when we're in this nice, private, quiet, celestial corridor of connectivity and understanding, it takes you to such a place that you almost don't dare call anything but feel. And feeling is the new thinking. So, uh, just a few things to expect. When you kind of go there, you don't come with an anticipation of anything but just to be. Just to be. And if somewhere in there you feel like after you're very, very comfortable, to check and see if anyone else is there. Check. Okay? So now, I'm giving you my dialogue here, and I'm going to go there with you now. And I have never done this before, so let's see where it goes. And I may have some things to talk to you about while I'm kind of in that nice space too. So just give me a second and let me join wherever you're going. Now, get comfortable. That's one thing. I'm sorry. Get very comfortable. If you're not comfortable, turn this thing off and come back when you are. Get some loose clothing on. Try not to be restricted, and so that you can feel as completely as unencumbered as possible. So if you have to do that now, and you can come back. Okay. I'm assuming you're back, or you never had to go. All right. So when we breathe, we want to breathe from the deepest part of our sitting down anatomy here. So your feet are flat on the floor. And somewhere along the line, put your hands on your knees or your thighs, or make a connection so that the energy that we summon is completely reverberated back into us. So as we have it, it just keeps coming through us, and you will learn that in your breathing, because the power is in the breath. The power is in the breath. As you learn to breathe, you'll find that you'll always, of course, breathe through your nose and your mouth, in your nose and out your mouth, in your nose and out your mouth. But you'll also learn to breathe through different parts of your body, which will be able to give attention to it, and we can maybe do that later. But for now, let's just find a nice spot. No agenda, no questions, just a place that you float to, a place that is uniquely yours, and there is nothing there that can harm you. Okay? This is you dealing with you. Okay? You dealing with you. Okay? So let's get comfortable and see where we go. Okay. All right. This is nice. So from here, you just float. Let your mind let go of everything, and let it rise to nothingness, to nothingness. First 3 breaths are cleansing breaths. You may have to do that every once in a while. Concerns of the world and angst will try to invade your space. Until you become comfortable with your I am presence. Your I am presence is your higher collective self. It is all that is. And it is you. Connected to our physical bodies, we don't get the full sense of magnitude of this. So I'm going to ask you now to fall out of your bodies. How do we do that? Relax every muscle in your body. Hold nothing tight. Let go of all resistance, all thought, all determination, and everything and everyone around you. Let them fall away. Breathe these new breaths in your new existence of peace and calm. where you feel your body but you don't really. You couldn't move your finger because you're not really connected. In this space of nothingness, you are mind and spirit. You are the thinking you. You are the feeling you. In the middle of all nothingness, which is everything. And everything is everything. If you feel like sleeping, sleep. Let your quiet curiosity move. Feel without asking that you are not alone. Feel with your mind, body, spirit the connection and the oneness of nothing.